Okay, here's the part 2 of topic 3 study guide. It says Miss Perkins wants to rent a car for a day. It will cost the daily fee, this is just like the Savas question you did the other day, of $75 plus 55 cents per mile driven. So for part A, it says let M equal the number of miles Miss Perkins drives for the day. Write an expression that shows the amount she will pay for the car. So the first part is just writing an expression. We're not solving anything here. So the daily fee is $75. It says it right here. So we're going to write $75. We also have to add because it says plus. So I'm going to put the addition sign. Plus what? Well, it's 55 cents per mile. And we're using M for mile. So it's 55 cents per mile. So the per means multiplication. Okay, if I go 1 mile, it's 55 cents. If I go 2 miles, I'm either going to add 55 cents or I can multiply by 2. If I go 3 miles, I'd multiply by 3. 4 miles, multiply by 4. So I'm simply going to write 55 cents times M. So this is the expression. That's part A. Part B is where we are now evaluating. We are solving this expression to find out how much she would pay for 300 miles. So now we actually know how many miles she's driving. So I'm going to write the same expression, $75 plus 55 cents per, now it's 300. So I have to multiply this because that's per 300 miles. I'm going to multiply on my calculator 55 cents times 300. And that gives me 100. Sorry, you can't see it. Let me do it again. 55 cents times 300 equals 165. And be careful because the decimal point is at the end, so it's a whole number. So that is 165 plus 75. And you can use a calculator, you don't have to. 165 plus 75 equals 240. So how much is it going to cost her to drive 300 miles? It's going to cost her $240. So on your test, part A will be write an expression and part B will be to solve that expression with however many miles you are given. All right, 6. Zoe wrote, let me go back here. Zoe wrote the prime factorization of 40. Which expressions could she have written? And I know my copy is a little bit messy and not printed all the way. This is 2 times 2 times 5. This is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. This is 2 to the power of 4. This is 2 to the power of 3 times 5. And 4 times 10. Okay, so prime factorization. First of all, let's do the prime factorization. Then we can circle. So 40 is 4 times 10. 4 is not prime, so I break it down to 2 times 2. 2 is prime. 10, I have to break down to 2 times 5. 2 is prime and 5 is prime. So the prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So if I look up here, do I see this one? 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So here is one of them. Okay. Prime factorization. These are not prime numbers, 4 and 10. So I know it can't be this. Here I have 2 times 2 times 5, but I have to have 3 2's. So it cannot be this. Here I have 2 to the power of 4. Well, that represents 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is not what I wrote for my prime factorization. So that is not an answer. Here I have 2 to the power of 3 times 5. That represents 2 times 2 times 2. That's the 3 2's. And then times 5. This is the same as this. So this is another expression that I could use to represent the prime factorization of 40. All right, number 7, evaluate the expression 8.952 plus p for p equals 0.276. So all I'm doing is I'm plugging in this number. I'm substituting for p. So I'm going to write this as 8.952 plus 0.276. And like I said, you guys can use your calculators, but you do have to show me your work. So 8.952 plus 0.276 equals 9.228. If I added it on paper, I just have to make sure that I line up the decimals. And I'm going to get the same answer. That's 12. That's 12. Carry the 1. That would be 9. Okay, number 8. Select the expressions that are equivalent to 18m minus 12. So here, this is where we want to combine like terms and distribute. So I have 6m, 6m, 6m. Then I have minus 4, minus 4, minus 4. All right, so 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18m. Then I have 4 plus, why is it saying, okay. Oh, okay, because it's minus, 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 it's going to end up being minus, and 4 times those 3 is 12. So I end up getting 18m minus 12. This one I have to distribute. 6 times 3m and 6 times 2. 6 times 3m is 18m. I keep the sign, and 6 times 2 is 12. This is also the same. Down here, I have 12m plus 6 minus 6m minus 6. I have 12m minus 6m. 12 minus 6 is 6m. I automatically know I don't have to continue because I need 18m. So that is not an answer. Then down here, I have 3 times 6m, which is 18m. And I have 3 times 4, which is 12, and I keep the sign. This is the same thing as 18m minus 12. And the last one I have here is 24n minus 4 to the power of 2 plus 8 minus 6m. So I can't combine 24n with anything because there's no other n. So I have 24n. And I actually don't even have to continue because I don't have any n's up here. So I automatically know this is not going to be an answer. If I were to combine the like terms, I would have 24n. 4 to the power of 2 gives me 16 plus 8, which would give me 24. So it'd be minus 24 minus 6m. But I didn't have to do that because there are no n's in this expression. So I have 1, 2, and 3 that are equivalent to 18m minus 12. And that is it.